Welcome to my channel. Today we will learn and look at Third Reich coins. The Reichsmark, German, Axmark, audio speaker icon listen, sign, R or was the currency of Germany from 1924 until the 20th of June 1948 in West Germany, where it was replaced with the Deutsche Mark, and until the 23rd of June 1948 in East Germany, where it was replaced by the East German Mark. The Reichsmark was subdivided into 100 Reichspfennigs, RP for R. The mark is an ancient Germanic weight measure, traditionally a half-pound, later used for several coins, whereas Reich, realm in English, comes from the official name for the German state from 1871 to 1945, Deutsches Reich. The Reichsmark was introduced in 1924 as a permanent replacement for the Papiermark. This was necessary due to the 1920s German inflation, which had reached its peak in 1923. The exchange rate between the old Papiermark and the Reichsmark was 1 R equals 1012, 1 trillion in American English and French, 1 billion in German and other European languages and British English of the time. See long and short scale. To stabilize the economy and to smooth the transition, the Papiermark was not directly replaced by the Reichsmark, but by the Rentenmark, an interim currency backed by the Deutsche Rentenbank, owning industrial and agricultural real estate assets. The Reichsmark was put on the gold standard at the rate previously used by the Goldmark, with the US dollar worth 4.20 R. World War II. With the unification of Germany and Austria in 1938, the Reichsmark replaced the shilling in Austria. During the Second World War, Germany established fixed exchange rates between the Reichsmark and the currencies of the occupied and allied countries, often set so as to give German soldiers and civilian contractors economic benefits. In 1924, coins were introduced in denominations of 1 R, 2 R, 5 R, 10 R, and 50 R, and 1 mark and 3 marks. The 1 R and 2 R were struck in bronze, and depicted a wheat sheaf. The 5 R, 10 R, and 50 R were struck in aluminium bronze and depicted wheat stalks crossed into a stylized pattern. The two highest denominations were struck in .500 fine silver and depicted the German eagle standard. In 1925, .500 fine silver 1 R and 2 R coins were introduced for circulation, along with the first of many commemorative 3 R and 5 R coins. In 1927, nickel 50 R coins were introduced along with regular type 5 R coins, followed by the 3 R coin in 1931. Nazi Germany had a number of mints. Each mint location had its own identifiable letter. It is therefore possible to identify exactly which mint produced what coin by noting the mint mark on the coin. Not all mints were authorized to produce coins every year. The mints were also only authorized to produce a set number of coins, with some mints allocated a greater production than others. Some of the coins with particular mint marks are therefore scarcer than others. With the silver 2 R and 5 R coins, the mint mark is found under the date on the left side of the coin. On the smaller denomination Reichspfennig coins, the mint mark is found on the bottom center of the coin. A equals Berlin, B equals Vienna, D equals Munich, E equals Muldenhütten, F equals Stuttgart, G equals Karlsruhe, J equals Hamburg. 4 R coins were issued in 1932 as part of a failed attempt by the Reichskanzler Heinrich Brüning to reduce prices through use of 4 R pieces instead of 5 R coins. Known as the Brüning-Taylor or Armer Heinrich, Poor Heinrich, they were demonetized the following year. See Brüning-Taylor, in German. The quality of the Reichsmark coins decreased more and more towards the end of World War II, and misprints happened more frequently. This led to an increase in counterfeiting of money. Production of silver 1 R coins ended in 1927. In 1933, nickel 1 R coins were introduced, and new silver 2 R and 5 R coins were introduced, which were smaller but struck in .625 and .900 fineness so as to maintain the amount of silver. Between 1933 and 1939, a number of commemorative 5 R pieces were issued. Production of the 3 Reichsmark coins ceased altogether. In 1935, aluminium 50 R coins were introduced, initially for just the 1 year. In 1937, nickel 50 R coins were issued and continued to be produced up to 1939, before reverting to aluminum. From 1936 on, all coins except the 1 R in the first version, 1935-36, of the 5 R coin, bearing the image of the late President Paul von Hindenburg, bore the Nazi state insignia. The eagle had 2 standard designs on most coin denominations, a soaring eagle and large swastika depicted on most earlier issues, and a more aggressive eagle with less prominent swastika, which became predominant in the 1940s. During World War II, bronze and aluminium bronze coins were replaced by zinc and aluminium, with the 2R discontinued for potential of being too easily mistaken for the 5R when struck in the same metal. The 1R, 2R, and 5R coins were no longer issued, replaced instead by banknotes. Aluminium 50R coins were reintroduced to replace the nickel versions. This time around they had a longer run, being produced from 1939 to 1944. Lower denominations were produced in zinc from 1940 onwards. Due to their composition, these coins had poor durability and are hard to find in very good condition. The last production of coins bearing the swastika was in 1944, 1R, 5R, 10R, and 50R, and 1945, 1R and 10R only. After the war, the Allies issued coins in relatively small numbers between 1945 and 1948 to 1945-46 to 1R and 10R, 1947-48 to 5R and 10R. These coins were issued with designs very similar to those minted in 1944-45, with the eagle changed to the pre-1935 die. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.